Hi, my name is George Sakashanai. I am a former Innovation Fellowship alumni under the Web Development track. I'm also a former TED instructor where I've taught in Atlanta, Georgia, Yonkers, and Newark, New Jersey as well. Describing TED would entail speaking about the participants at these events. Any participant that goes to the events might look like career changers who are trying to change from their careers into the tech field. Some of these students have learned about technology, whether it was an online course or someone has taught to them before. These TED events, again, are not your traditional classroom lessons where you're meet with your students every single day or weekly. Instead, these are more like an exploratory workshops where you're meeting with these students for probably the entire day. And the thing I want to highlight here is that, again, this is more like an exploratory course or a lesson pretty much. We're not necessarily focused on proficiency, but rather just getting them curious about the topic area that we're talking about, especially in the tech industry. So one of the most memorable stories that I have was particularly in Atlanta, Georgia, when I taught this AI and digital equity skills lesson where I had one of my participants there, one of the students, came up to me and just thanked me about this ever-evolving field that is happening in technology, and just hearing me out about what this is about and why they should worry about this and why they should learn more about it. So as anything, right, your lessons might not look 100%, and there might be tech hiccups. So one particular tech hiccup that happened in one of our TED events was especially in our Atlanta, Georgia event, where our Google site wasn't necessarily working. So the advantage there, or the thing that helped us recover through that, was to create a bit.ly link to lead them to our Google Slides and any of the resources that they had. But it wasn't necessarily anything that disrupted our instruction. So the support from the TKH staff, has been amazing. Like, as a former Innovation Fellowship alumni, it always feels like I'm coming back home. And I know the staff members here. I understand how things work. If you're an alumni as well, some of these faces. They're still here. They are very much compassionate about the work that they're doing, and you'll see them around, right? Whether it's these TED events or other events that you might volunteer in. One of the things I find most rewarding about working with these students is a lot of these students are really interested in learning about technology, but they never had the opportunity. Either it's not available in the communities, or they really want to learn it from somebody that is compassionate and really wants to teach them some of these skills. These TED events are really important for our community. Not only are we teaching them a lot of our digital equity skills, but I think we're talking about more relevant skills that are relevant in their lives, like how do we use AI in our daily lives, in our work, in our job process as well. One of the things I want to highlight in my lessons especially is how we can apply all the things that we're learning in the classroom to a real world scenario. I think as an instructor and as an educator, it's one thing to learn something the first time around, but the way you actually know if you're really good at something or you're proficient is that you can teach somebody else. That's how you know you've mastered that skill and you can teach it to somebody else. So as a former KKCF instructor, TED educator, and now a after-school instructor, I think every single one of these programs has always helped me improve my classroom management skills. How do I present myself in the classroom? And I lost that scariness or afraidness to go into a classroom and speak what I have to speak about. Because one of the things that you have to really keep in mind is that the people in that classroom, they're more concerned about what you're talking about versus how you're delivering it. They're more concerned about what it is that you're talking about because they're here to hear you out and really interested about the things that you're going to teach them. So some of the skills you can earn from teaching a course like this one is being able to improve your communication skills. If you ever wanted to lead a workshop or teach a classroom, this is a perfect opportunity. Not only are you improving your way that you're speaking, but also allowing other people to learn about these experiences and anything that you've learned throughout your years. As a former alumni, KKCF instructor and TED instructor, I think one of the reasons I really wanted to come back to TKH to teach some of these lessons is to give back. I think I have a lot to appreciate from my time being here as a student from 2021 and now back here as a after-school instructor. And I'm always evolving in terms of my own skills, and I think one of the things that I have the opportunity to do here is to learn other skills, whether it's teaching the classroom, but also giving back and helping the communities that help me as well.